Hey everyone, welcome to the Loudmouth kitchen. This is my kitchen. I'm your resident Loudmouth, Dino. Today we're diving into one of my favorite dishes from my Greek heritage, Spanakopita. It's savory, flaky, cheesy, and surprisingly easy to make, really. A dish that feels like home, at least for me. You need a few simple ingredients, and in about 30 minutes, you'll have this baby in the oven. Let's go. So I use baby spinach in a bag, and somebody's gonna freak out about that, but whatever. Other people are gonna tell me you need to wash it. It's BS, man. It's triple washed. It's fine. I've never found any dirt in a bag of spinach. Leeks. Leeks can have dirt inside, so you gotta wash them. You just take the ends off, and you gotta cut them right lengthwise. Like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! It's nasty. Okay, so I cut them down lengthwise in quarters. Then we're gonna take them to the sink and wash them. So Spanakopita is also a dish that's like really great for using old things, old herbs, things that are like, have seen better days. So it's all getting cooked down. That's another thing. There's gonna be some Greek coming at me in the comments that you have to cook this down beforehand. You absolutely do not. It's a type of dish that Greeks refer to as pita, which is not related to pita bread, but you can put various fillings inside. All right, leek, 1 leek, 2 pounds of spinach, measure with your heart. Parsley, you need a lot, probably like a whole bunch. Don't be precious about it. All right, a bunch of parsley. Dill. We're gonna get some black pepper. Olive oil. Greek olive oil. I've got a scale here and a bowl. Scales are your friend when you cook. We're gonna do 1 pound of feta cheese. And this is like legit right here, right out of the brine. It's actually 1 pound, 1 ounce. So that goes to show you, no big deal. Let's talk about feta cheese for a minute. Greek feta cheese is typically always made from sheep's or goat's milk, whereas French and Bulgarian fetas are made from cow's milk, and they just don't have the same flavor profile that you're really looking for. You know, it's like tangy and creamy and salty. There's different textures for different fetas. Some are crumblier, some are creamier, some are saltier, some are not. Where I buy my feta cheese, it's a Greek specialty food store, which I'm lucky enough to live close by to. So they pack it for me. They have it in their refrigerator already in brine. They cut it, pack it in brine for me, and that's how I get it. I just tell them how much I want. It's typically categorized by like region that it comes from. Now, these are feta cheeses that you can typically find in various supermarkets. They're all really good, and they all have different flavor profiles. But one thing they all have in common is this little label right here. And what it says basically is protected designation of origin. So you know that it comes from Greece and it's a Greek feta cheese. All right, 1 pound of ricotta. Listen, this is like good, fresh ricotta. If you can't find this, just get, you know, whatever you can find in the store. 1 pound of ricotta. I would just lick this normally, but then somebody would be like, eh, you licked it and you put your fingers in it. My secret ingredient, cream cheese. Just gonna take half and not worry about it. Okay. And here's gonna be the fun part now. All right, 3 eggs. Always crack your eggs into a separate container because trying to get a shell out of here is gonna be a nightmare. Eggs, cream cheese, ricotta. And this is why I don't cook it down, because I do it with my hands. Just squeeze the life out of everything. So we didn't add the feta cheese yet because you don't want the feta cheese to be like indistinguishable in it. You want like variation in size of pieces in the feta cheese. So we're gonna crumble the feta cheese in after. Smells freaking delicious. So we got it all mushed up, about half the volume you can see. We're just gonna take the feta cheese and just crumble it in. like this. So you want some variation in pieces. I mean, obviously you don't want to throw this whole thing in there, but if there's different size chunks, that's what you want. Now we're just gonna toss. Pretty easy for building. You'll need olive oil, filo dough, and your filling. Don't be scared of filo dough. Everybody's like, it's gonna dry out, it's gonna ruin your life. It's not. If you work fast enough, which you should be able to, it's gonna be totally fine. It's okay, don't freak out. You know what? That's like the best piece of advice I could probably give anyone for cooking, I think. It's gonna be fine. Just chill out, man. Don't freak out. To start, you're gonna think I'm insane, but we're gonna need like probably 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of oil on the bottom. Trust me. I mean, like this is a dish where your highlight is gonna be feta cheese and olive oil. So you wanna use good olive oil. Don't listen to anybody who tells you you shouldn't cook with extra virgin olive oil. They're a damn liar. Okay? We're not gonna eat the plastic. It's like stupid simple. People are so scared of things like this. Now we drizzle. This is it. You just drizzle olive oil in between the layers. You don't really want to brush it. You want to drizzle it because it's going to create variation in the crust, crackle, crisp, whatever the heck you want to call it. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. And we'll overlap just a little bit. And then we want to drizzle where our other layer is going to overlap here. And listen, dude, when you cook, you're going to make a mess. I mean, just clean it up after. Let's do this for camera here. What we're doing here, let's pile it. Oh my God, this smells incredible, dude. Just get it up into the corners there. You don't want to like, don't kill it. Don't smush the life out of it now. You want it to be a little bit light and airy, so you don't want to like, don't mangle it. Don't press down like a steamroller. You know what I'm saying? Give it a, don't worry if it sits above the edge of the pan. Everything will shrink down as it cooks. Before I open this up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all these edges here. We're gonna fold them over the best we can. If you get a little too much bunching up, you can tear a little piece off. No big deal. Nothing's gonna happen. If it rips, just get rid of it. Everything is gonna be okay. Fold it over the edges. Now we're gonna drizzle a little olive oil here on these pieces. Because again, we're gonna start building on top and you wanna drizzle olive oil between the layers of filo dough. Over here, we're also gonna brush on the edges. Let that olive oil kind of soak down the edges, right? And you'll see why in a minute we're doing this. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned, my oven is preheating on bake at 350. We're gonna bake it on 350 for about an hour and a half on the lowest rack. And when you bake on the lowest rack on bake, the lower heating element will heat the bottom of the pan and crisp the bottom of the pita. All right, right across, boom. Here is gonna be the hardest part of this whole thing, right? So we have this little silicone spatula because we're going to take these edges and we're gonna tuck them in. And we're gonna take the spatula, just grease it up with a little of that beautiful Greek olive oil. If you don't dip the spatula in the oil, you're gonna regret it. Okay, drizzle. We're gonna do a little like crinkle top action. And also on this part, you could do a little bit of brushing. All right, we take this, we're gonna do this. Crinkle it up, and we're gonna like kind of just wrinkly fold it on there. See? It's gonna be delicious. So we're gonna score this before it goes in the oven. This is where you can decide how big you want the pieces to be. So we're gonna go half here. You wanna use a serrated knife for this because it's really just the best to get through all of the stuff in there, and use like a sawing motion. That's it. So I'm not cutting all the way through to the bottom. All right, just like this. We're making some big, hefty pieces today. straight through, guys. All right, all the way to the bottom, but not through the bottom. Just, you're really focusing on getting through the top. Now, this is the sensible thing of the two things we were gonna do. These are enormous pieces. They're gonna be fantastic. The insane thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to sprinkle water on top of this. Trust me on this. If you don't sprinkle the water, it's not gonna be the same. I don't know why it works. I'm not a food scientist, but if you are a food scientist, please tell me down below in the comments why this works. I'm sure there'll be plenty of internet food scientists who are gonna tell me why this works. That was probably 2 tablespoons of water or so. And then the last thing I do, completely optional, is sprinkle sesame seeds on the top. Totally unnecessary. You don't need to do this. If you don't like sesame seeds, if you're allergic to sesame, you don't want to do it, don't do it. And now, it's gonna go in the oven. So again, this is gonna go on the bottom rack in a 350-degree oven set on bake. It's gonna go in for about 1.5 hours. We're gonna rotate it at 45 minutes. Bye-bye. So we've been in the oven for 90 minutes. It's about to come out. I rotated it at 45 minutes halfway. Let's see. So this is like one of those things right now where I could look at it and be like, I'm gonna leave it in an extra 10 minutes or 15 minutes or half an hour if I really wanted to. So this is super hot, obviously. Don't go doing anything dumb and grabbing the pan. So now I'm gonna cut through all the way to the bottom. Yeah, that's crispy. I knew I wouldn't it up. Moment of truth. Oh man, it's perfect. Crispy top and bottom. Flaky, salty. Our feta cheese, the herbs. Amazing. So check the description down below for the full recipe. There's also a link and a 15% off code for Greek Food Emporium where I get my Greek goods. They do ship nationwide. If you like this video, hit the like button, click subscribe, notification bell, all that crap the YouTube guys say. And if you didn't like this video, just leave. Or leave me a comment down below and I'll fight you on it. I will. I don't care. I love arguing on the internet and I'll tell you all the reasons that you're wrong. See you next time, guys.